So we have completed this fourth question. Now mention the symptoms of uremia. So come to page number 62 and here you can find the answer. Its symptoms include fatigue, lethargy, up to this appetite. Okay. So we have completed this fifth question. Now what do you mean by community hygiene? So students, I am dictating you the answer for this question number 6. What do you mean by community hygiene? You just note down. Community hygiene is the cooperative effort to bring greater health and prevention of disease to a group of people living near one another. Once again, I am repeating the answer. Community hygiene is the cooperative effort to bring greater health and prevention of disease to a group of people living near one another. Okay. I mentioned you cooperative effort. The spelling of cooperative is COOPERATIVE. Cooperative effort. EFFORT. Got it? So with this we have completed this sixth question also. Now come to page number 74. Question A. Explain the following terms. First one is vermicomposting. So you note down the answer. I am dictating the answer, you note down. Composting which is done by the help of earthworms is called vermicomposting. Then we have completed this vermicomposting, and then balanced diet. You know the definition, but I will tell you once again. Come to page number 64 and the definition is this one, from here to here, for balanced diet. Now hygiene. So you can find the answer of hygiene on page number 66. So this is the answer up to here, from hygiene to diseases. So now uremia. So for uremia, the answer you can find on page number 62. So you note down the answer from here. If the kidneys fail to function properly, and instead of these you write nitrogenous. Okay, don't write these, you write nitrogenous waste. You will write nitrogenous waste over here. So once again I am repeating the answer. If the kidneys fail to function properly, then comma is there, then nitrogenous waste, toxic nitrogenous waste, you also cut this line, nitrogenous waste get accumulated in the blood and cause a disease known as uremia. Okay, up to here you write the answer. So we have finished uremia also. Then fifth one is degenerative diseases. So you come to page number 63. On page number 63 you can see the degenerative diseases heading, and you need to write from here. Degenerative diseases are usually related to increasing age, and then you should write for example arthritis and cataract. Two examples you need to write only. Okay, once again, degenerative diseases are usually related to increasing age. For example, arthritis and cataract. This is your final answer. So we have completed this degenerative diseases. Now differentiate between the following proteins and minerals. So students, first you need to put the heading of proteins, and in proteins you will write the answer as. So students, you note down the definition for proteins. Proteins are nutrients which are required for the structure, function and regulation of bodies, tissues and organs. Then you will put the heading minerals, and you note down the definition of mineral. I am dictating you. So from page number 61 I am dictating the definition of minerals. Minerals are important for proper growth and development of the body. Okay. So we have completed this one, protein and minerals difference. Then personal hygiene and community hygiene difference. So first you will put the heading personal hygiene and there you will write. So first come to page number 66 and you will write from here, personal hygiene means maintaining personal cleanliness. Okay. So from here to here you will write, and thereafter after this full stop you will start writing from here. Personal hygiene involves the habits like washing hands before and after eating food. Okay, up to this clean clothes. So in personal hygiene you are going to whatever the marking is over there. So students, in this video somewhere I have already stated the community hygiene definition. You note it down from there. Now we have completed this one. Now communicable disease and non-communicable disease. Now first once again you will write the heading communicable disease. So communicable disease definition, you can come to page number 57 and from here to here you can write the answer. And students, you need to write 2 more examples of communicable diseases. So many communicable disease examples are there. So any 2 examples of your choice you will write. Okay. So first you will write disease which can spread from one person to another person are called communicable diseases. And then for example, any 2 examples you will write. Okay. Then non-communicable diseases, you come to page number 59. You will note down from here, diseases that are not infectious and are not caused by pathogens are called non-communicable diseases. Okay. And once again here also you need to write any 2 examples of non-communicable diseases. So we have completed this one, and then answer in detail we will discuss in our next video. Till then, goodbye.